went by YouTube video. We are going old school. The old team is back together.
I'm here.
It's been a long time. Yeah. So it's myself, Andy, and Hal. We did our first videos together, and we haven't done a video for ages.
No.
Absolutely, life busy. Yeah. Life is busy. But we are going proper old school, back to our very first videos where we did some battles with Firefight, and that's what we're going to play today.
Yeah, I love a bit of Firefight.
So yeah, we're going to play Mantic games, Warpath, Firefight. So we're playing 1500 points. We're going to play Mission 2, which is Occupation, which if you look back at some of our older videos, is the same one that I took the Marauders against Hal's Forge Fathers last time, and Hal had the victory that time.
Yeah, we won all of them, aren't we? So.
We are 1 for 1, yeah. So let's see how it goes this time. Today we are going to play 1500 points again. We're playing on a 4x4 table, which is a little bit perhaps condensed or tight, but we quite like it with lots of terrain down and stuff. I will be bringing the Veermyn. Yay, that's for the win.
You've got so many, it's ridiculous.
And what are you bringing, Hal?
I'm bringing GCPS today, so I've got quite a lot of guys as well today for once.
Yeah, puny humans.
Cool tank as well.
You'll see them. So yeah, we're going to try out a few different things. We haven't played this for a while, so if we are a little bit rusty when we're playing this, then please excuse us. But we wanted to get back on it, and we've just thrown together really lots and lots of different things. So you'll see there's lots of different vehicles, lots of different models than you might have seen in other bat reps or in some of our earlier stuff as well, because we just wanted to try out lots of different things. And hopefully we'll have a laugh and we'll go from there. Right, let's see what everything looks like. So here's the Veermyn that I'll be bringing. This is 1500 points. It's a fairly close combat sort of orientated force. You can see it's led by 2 brood mothers and a tangle. So the brood mothers are going to give 4 command dice each, and the tangle has its own ability. Then we've got a couple of troops here, units here of 5 basic Nightcrawler Stalkers. And then we've got 1, 2, 3 Nightcrawler teams with ray guns, one of which, this one at the front here, has a Malignus with a Chem Thrower. And we have 2 identical teams of 3 Nightmares, 2 of which have twin combat drills and 1 has a heavy combat drill. I'm using some proxy models here obviously because I haven't got all of those done, so that one's with the heavy ray gun. This one has got the double-handed drill. So they should be able to punch through most armour that's available. Then there is the super heavy ray gun on a rumbler platform here. So that's again for taking down some armour. 3 tunnel runners with their twin chem spitters. Now I don't know if these are going to be any good or not, but it'd be fun to try them out. And I did want 5 in, but I couldn't get all the points in. And then 1 tunneler with an extended section, so he can carry up to 20 points worth of models. So the plan will be that the Nightmares, who count as 2 points each, so that's going to be 6 and then 12 for the second set, plus a Broodmower for another 2, 14 will go in there, and possibly a Nightcrawler team as well. So they'll be super loaded up and they'll be able to deploy at some point in the battlefield from underneath.
Right, I'll be running the GCPS today. So starting on the right hand side, I have a large squad of Marines. So they've got a grenade launcher and a flamethrower with them. Plus they've got a lieutenant in there, so they've got a bit of leadership. Next to those, over there at the back, is a general who'll be leading line, one of my 2 generals. And he will provide me command dice, 2 command dice, that guy. Then I've got heavy weapons team, so I've got a mortar which should provide me some nice indirect fire, and also an auto cannon team there to give a bit of suppression, so that gives suppression fire 1. Moving across, I've got the Rangers. I'm going to deploy these as with their airborne deployments. So aerial deployments, they'll come on later on, and just behind them you can see some of their allies who will also be joining them on airborne deployment. These are skyscrapers. These commandos also have a sergeant, so they've got a command dice themselves as well. Right, then we've got, these are our stalkers, our Goran stalkers. I quite like these because they're going to start up the battlefield using their recon. So I'm hoping they'll be able to jump on an objective early and hide in a building there. Behind there we've got another general model providing me another 2 command dice. Excellent stuff. Then we've got 2 of these Marauder Raptors, so they are fast, can get around the battlefield quickly, and they've got rocket launchers on as well, missile launchers providing blast dice. Finally, we've got the heavy guns, so we've got a Strider there, and he is today carrying the heavy burst laser, and a Lancer battle tank with its heavy laser cannon, providing the much needed AP we need for that tunneler, I think. And that's the lot. GCPS, and we're on 1,500 points. Okay, so GCPS, let's see what we can do. I've got my 3 secondary objectives here. They're going to be a little bit difficult, I think. We've got capture at all costs, which is for strategic asset A, which is right in the centre of the board. Could be a bit of an issue there. A lot of fire lanes there. I'm a bit worried about that one. Strategic asset D, oh my goodness, this is the one for the airborne troops, I think, because that's right in Andy's deployment zone. So I'm going to be sending them guys late game, dropping them in, hopefully taking that towards the end. Finally, I've got no questions asked, which is a GCPS specific one, which allows me to gain victory points for orders spent. So I'll be throwing as many orders out as possible, because any success gets me another victory point. So that's what we're going for. So, tactics, I'm going to start conservative in one side, holding on to some objectives, controlling some fire lanes, and then I'm going to start with my Goram auxiliaries. They're going to be advanced deployment, and then I'm going to drop my airborne troops in afterwards. Hopefully that should work, we'll see.
Right, so my secondary objectives are total annihilation, that's a generic one. So basically I have to kill a higher proportion of the enemy than I have lost myself. I gain 3 victory points now. That's probably okay. I'm expecting to lose a lot of bodies with the Veermyn obviously, but hopefully I'll keep my most expensive units intact. Then I've got 2 Veermyn specific ones. So one of them is loot the wreckage. Any enemy vehicle that is destroyed remains on the table as a strategic asset, and then if I capture that strategic asset and control it at the end of the game, I get a bonus victory point. That's not too bad actually, because he's got quite a few vehicles in the force. He's got the 2 Raptors and he's got the tank as well. So yeah, I think that hopefully I can take down those. And then my final one is sabotage. All commanders in the force may use a sabotage objective specialised order, and for every strategic asset I destroy, I get 2 victory points. Now, I can only really use my brood mothers to do that, which is okay. There are only 4 strategic assets on the map, 2 of which are in my half, 2 are in the other half. I don't know. I don't really like this order, sabotage objectives. I find it really fiddly. It's really quite hard to do. Having 2 victory points for it is worth doing, but we'll see. We'll see. As for tactics, what am I going to do? Well, I've got half my army in the tunneler. So as I said when I showed you the forces, I'm going to have my 2 teams of 3 nightmares, both inside the tunneler. The brood mother in there as well, so that they can come anywhere on the board as a reserve order. And then I've got a Nightcrawler team in there with them as well, so they're all going to jump out, and then I'll hopefully be able to mix it up. The Nightmares have got quite good AP, so they'll be able to take down some vehicles hopefully, and the Nightcrawlers obviously just take down general infantry. The Tunneler itself has got AP 4, I think it is, or maybe AP 5, I can't remember. And that hopefully will come out under the tank and destroy that, or maybe the Strider. It hasn't got any ranged weapons, so it just has to sort of make that 1 hit count. The rest of my faction, there's not much left, is going to just basically try and control the 2 objectives that are closest to me, and then we'll go from there.
So as we take you through deployment, then we just run down the objectives for you. So objective A is in the centre of the board on the fuel dump there, you can see. Objective B is up at the top of the screen there in the woods. My Raptors are going to go for that one hopefully. Objective C now is on Andy's half of the table in the tall building there. And the final objective, objective D, is the one, remember it was my triple point objective, and that's on the power plant down at the bottom left hand corner. That's objective D.
So this is deployment. You can see here I've got 2 Nightcrawler teams and the Super Heavy Chem splitter thing. ray gun, sorry. And then I've got Tango. I've put those 2 command dice behind because he gets 2 command dice every turn to use just on his own ability. I've got another Nightcrawlers in front. Over here I've got the Nightcrawlers with a close combat weapon and a Broodmother. Looking fairly bare actually, because just opposite them you can see these Goron Stalkers, who I thought were the auxiliaries, which is a cheaper version, but these actually ones are amazing.
Yeah, they're really good.
And they've got recon and
You've given them sergeants, they've got commandos, have they? Oh no, they've got leadership.
They've got leadership, yeah, they've got leadership. So they're really good, and get to deploy in a building with a recon. Coming around the back of the battlefield, you can see normal Marine squad there, supported by the missile launcher and the autocannon. He's got his Lancer battle tank there. So this is if anyone's interested, this is a model by Antonisi Workshop. It's a resin model. It's not cheap, but you can see it's quite nice. It's on a flying base, if I can get around there. So you can see that I've put some bits and pieces underneath. And it's really nice. I think it's the Bucephalus. They do a couple of them very similar. I think it's the Bucephalus one. Over here we've got a Strider with a burst laser, close to this objective in the woods, and over the back there we've got 2 Raptors. There's a fair bit of stuff not deployed, because Hal has some aerial deployment with his Rangers and his skyscrapers, and I have a tunneler, all the guys inside the tunneler, and then 3 tunnel runners, which will follow the tunneler after he's deployed. So I better make sure I get that reserve order done, otherwise I've got no army. Right, let's see how we go. First turn. So Hal is activating these Goron scouts. They're in range of one of the commanders down the back there, Lieutenant Chard, who's just acting as a normal commander today because I haven't painted another one up yet. She's going to do a firestorm order onto these guys. And it's a level 1 order, and you use 1 dice.
Here we go.
I think that's Cox. That's Cox.
Let's roll that again. Let's roll it in the middle. Oh, well.
Yes! Thank
Well to do
the
that.
Lord for that. Because 3 pluses is not good. Not good.
Okay, so.
And I presume you're going to shoot onto one of these.
Shoot, yeah. So there's 10 of them, so they've got 1 dice each.
And are you shooting on the Nightcrawlers or on the Broodmother? The Broodmother will benefit from protection.
I'm going to shoot on the Nightcrawlers.
Nightcrawlers. These might be dead Nightcrawlers. But let's see.
For a 10. Hit on 3s.
Ouch.
Get rid of that and that.
Good. Yeah, that's a lot. Defense is 4, so 3s with the AP1. Oh, that's a little better, but it's still going to be enough, I think. 2, 4, 5. That is 1 completely and utterly destroyed team. That is a very lonely Broodmother here now. Oh dear. Right, well that was first blood. If you'd forgotten how bloodthirsty Firefight can be, Hal has just demonstrated. So they're gone. Well, that was worth painting those models, wasn't it? Oh well, never mind.
You use him in Dead Zone.
I do use him in Dead Zone. My Rumbler, I'm going to move him 5 inches to over here. So he doesn't. You can see this Raptor at the end of the battlefield clearly, otherwise I'd have got cover from firing through that building. I'm then going to shoot him. I've got a range of 40, so he's definitely in. The reason I'm moving, he's got heavy firepower, but because I'm a vehicle, it is not a long action to shoot. It would be if I was infantry, but it's not because I'm a vehicle. So here we go. Let's see how it is experimental. So we've got 2 dice, hitting on 4s. Don't want any 1s ideally. So here we go. Yes, that'll do. A 3 and a 6. So it's 1 hit. Sorry, but 1 hit is hopefully enough. It's AP6.
My defense is 6, so it'll be 2s then, won't it?
It'll be 2s. No blast. And there we go, 6.
So shred with a 6 on it.
So that's Shredder, so we get another go. Didn't get the other one, so we've got 1. Only 1 injury.
So it has 3 points of resilience, so it's taken a wound.
Oh, that's a bit less exciting than I hoped for.
Okay, so I'm going to activate the damaged Raptor, and I'm going to drive it up into cover, and then return fire with its rocket launchers. So it's just going to go like that to the edge of the wood.
I'll shoot down here onto
the experimental chemistry device. And it throws 1 dice, I think. Yep.
A mighty 1 dice, but it does have blast, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it's 1 dice on 4s. I've actually, because I've moved into cover, I've actually blocked my view, so it'll be 5s. Oh dear.
That's what we like. Not experimental by any chance, is it?
It's not.
Oh, but it has missed, that's the key thing. So I've moved up this Nightcrawler team with the Malignus with a chem thrower in it. They are just in range on these guys. So I've got 4 guys with ray guns and 1 with a chem thrower. I need to hit on 5s. So I've got a total of 8 dice. I get 2 dice each for the ray guns. They're not under half range, so they will be hitting on 5s. Actually, they'll be hitting on 6s because of the cover. And then the one red dice is for the Malignus Chem Thrower. Now, because that's a blast weapon, you won't get the cover bonus, but that will hit on 5s. And that has got blast 2d3, so I really hope the red one comes through. Here we go, so 6s and 5s. The red one is cocked, so I'll roll it again, but there's a couple of 6s at the minute. Ah, darn it. But we've got 2 hits with those. I need 6s to damage. Get all these out of the way. So this may well not go as well as I wanted, but we have 2 dice for 6s. Ugh, well, 6 in total.
They're taking another suppression.
So no damage, but another suppression for being hit. So Hal is doing a Firestorm order on his Marauder Raptor. His general is inside that building there.
Okay, so
level 1 order, he has it. Wow. But he's lost that dice.
Okay.
So now, presumably, you're going to move forward and shoot me, are you?
I'm not sure I even need to move because I've got a blast weapon which ignores your cover bonus.
As long as you can see me, that's fine.
I can see this end guy here, so maybe I can't. I will move.
Yeah, you probably have to move a bit.
Let's just drive him forward like this.
Yeah.
And then we'll fire onto.
Okay, they are definitely in range.
We'll try the infantry this time.
Okay, so just 1 dice to hit, wasn't it?
Yeah, 4s.
Okay.
With a reroll if I miss it.
Whoa! Doesn't miss it this time. He gets them.
So this one is blast D3 plus 1.
Okay.
So for the blast.
So he gets that's a total of 2.
So
So 3 dice in total. Yep.
And we are AP3 this time.
That will be 2s. 3 hits. So that's 3 guys dead. Okay, well I'm going to keep the Chem Thrower, obviously, so take off 3 there. So they took 1 suppression for being hit. They take an extra 1 for taking more than 1 wound, and they will they'll be in trouble. Actually, they will be in trouble. They're grounded because it's double their nerve, and their nerve is only 1, which is absolutely awful. I moved up this tangle, and then I'm going to refresh this Rumbler platform. So I get my free 2 command dice. It's a level 2 order, so hopefully we get that. Yep, so we've got that. The 2 pluses are irrelevant because I get them back every turn anyway. So there goes the activation from there. It doesn't get to activate at the moment, but it will be able to activate at the moment. And as the 2 Marauders on that side the Marauder Raptor's already gone, I'm probably going to be fine to take another shot.
Okay, so I'm going to activate my Strider next. He's going to fire first, and he's going to fire down that fire lane at the tangle that's just moved in there.
The tangle does have protection, so I'm not too worried because I can put the damage on those Veermyn next to it.
Okay, so he has 3 dice, and he's accuracy of 4. Get on 3.
Yeah.
And then it's a AP2 weapon.
I'm a vehicle, so it's only damage, isn't it, where it's Shredder kicks in, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. So AP2, you say, so I am defense 5.
So 3s. So 3 wounds.
So I take 1 wound on a tangle, and then I can put any extras onto any other units nearby. So I will put them both onto this team here. So we'll kill 2 rats from here. Okay, and we will put a suppression onto here and a wound, of course. It's a suppressive weapon as well, so there's got 2 suppression on there. Few damage on that, and he's moved up and hidden in the wood, which is pretty unfair. Okay, we're going to reactivate this Wiener Cannon. So he is going to leapfrog these again. And fire again onto that raptor there that is already damaged. So 2 dice. So 2 dice hitting on 4s. 5, sorry for the wood. Yeah, so 2 dice hitting on 5s. 1 hits. It is AP6.
Okay, so we 2s then?
That's really irritating. An experimental only counts when I shoot, so that doesn't...
so I take a suppression for being hit, though.
You take a suppression for being hit. So Hal is activating his tank.
Okay, so it's literally going to...
Lancer, main battle tank.
Drive into the centre.
Take up position.
Pivot like so.
Ah, scary!
And then it's going to shoot and it will shoot across at this unit here.
Veermyn Nightcrawlers, you can shoot them all day if you want. Because how many dice have you got to shoot?
Well, it's got one.
One dice.
But it can also shoot its laser rifles, which it's got 4 dice of it.
Oh.
It's with an 18.
That's a bit worse.
Which is just outside.
Oh, just out. Look at that. So yeah, just the main gun then, and the main laser cannon, I think.
Yeah, which is firing on 4s.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope. Missed. Well, you know, I think that's there to take out armour, isn't it? It's not there to shoot little things. Okay, now is the moment. 3 command dice from the Broodmother riding inside the tunneler. It is going to come on, and it's going to come on underneath this.
Yeah.
So smash it to pieces, hopefully, and then disgorge all the lovely ratty goodness from inside. So here we go. Right, I need 2 successes. It's a reserves order, so 2 successes to come through. We got the 2 successes. We got a 3 and a 1, so that's fine. No pluses, which is a bit annoying, but it's going to make its appearance. Here it comes.
I'm going to activate my heavy weapons squad and use it just to indirect over to kill some more Night Stalkers, I think.
So he can't use his autocannon really because it can only hit the tunneler, which he can't damage it because only AP 1 and the defense is 8. So you're going to aim for which of these squads?
I'll aim for the tangle.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, -1 for firing indirect.
I will do a 5-storm order.
Oh, will you now? Will you? Okay.
Let's have a go.
Level 1 order gets it and a plus, so he gets the dice back.
Okay, so 1 dice. So I need 5s? Twice.
Yep, -1, yeah, 5s.
No,
you get it again?
let's try
Yep.
it again. No.
Still misses. So.
Never mind.
Using a tunnel runner special rule, I've brought up one of these tunnelers. So tunnel runners even. We're going to say the rear of where this is where the hole is. I'm going to put a Firestorm order on him from the Broodmother inside. I think that's okay. So it's a level 1 order. Gets it and the dice back. And now I've got 2 dice hitting on 4s, re-rolling obviously onto the Marines. I didn't need the Firestorm because we've got 2 hits. That's good. And each of these has Blast D3. So here we go. Let's see how much more we can do. So that's 4. That moves up to 4 dice. And what is your defense?
4.
4 and AP 1, so 3s.
Oh, yay. Just 1.
Just 1. That's rubbish.
That's
so
not the flamethrower, is
1 man dead. And a suppression point on them. So Hal has activated this team and moved them into the fortified terrain piece here. I think he was so close, I think we moved in as a move action, and I think he's still got short action left. We're just checking the rulebook again, but we think that's okay. And either way, he's going to shoot out the tunnel runner. So he's got normal guys.
I've got 4 normal guys who can see down.
Yep. And then you've got a flamer in there as well.
A flamer and a grenade launcher at the end, so they'll fire after.
So normal guys.
They are hitting on 4s. It's under half range, hitting on 3s.
That's 3.
3. And they're no AP, so it's 6s.
Yep.
No.
So 1 dice saturation was on a 3. Hits.
And it's 2d3 plus, I think. Yeah, 2d3
What?
plus. So
5 dice. But no AP, is there?
AP 1.
What? So 5s to wound. Oh, that'll do. 1 damage on the tunnel runner. And the tunnel runner has a resilience of 4.
What?
Oh no, it doesn't. It has a resilience of 3 though. Still has a resilience of 3. That's not
Right,
bad.
well, we've got the grenade launcher left.
So he's taken 1 damage.
On 3s.
Freeze.
Missed. Yes, 4s normally. Half
Oh
range.
yeah, half range, half missed.
Yeah.
Oh, phew. I think he did alright out of that. Really just taking the 1. Obviously takes a suppression as well. Second tunnel runner. I'm going to try same again, put another Firestorm order on it. Get it back again. Got level 1 and a plus. So that's working alright. It's only got 2 dice, but I am going to shoot at those infantry in there again. I'm less than half range, which will give me a +1. -1 for fortified terrain. It would normally be -1 for cover, but I've got a blast weapon. So actually, I work out alright. I stay on 4s. So I gain 1 and I lose 1. So 4s, 2 dice, and here we go. Oh, that'll do. So they both hit.
As long as you don't roll off the blast.
Yeah, and it is a blast D3, so this is where I do want high number. Oh,
Yay.
jeez Louise. So 2 armor 4 and AP 1, so 3s to damage. 2 more guys go. Right, that's quite good. So we're cranking up the points. They're in a building now, so they get unflinching, so they don't take the one for being
should
hit.
have had a suppression.
But they take the extra suppression for losing a model, of course.
There's the suppression. Okay, so I'm going to try an airdrop with my veterans. So let's see, 2 command dice. See how we go.
He gets it, but no pluses.
No pluses, I'm struggling with them today. Right, they're going to come on behind that brood mother.
Which one?
The one over there.
What? She's on her own.
And then shoot her.
That's not fair. She's one very unhappy brood mother, I think. Okay. Alright.
Really, they want to come in cover, really. So.
Okay, so because they had communications, they can come on anywhere on the map. They're going to come on right near her.
And zapper.
So Hallie's going to shoot me. Okay, I'm standing in the open. He's close
5
range.
troopers on 3s.
4 hits.
4 hits. And it's AP 1.
My defence is 5, so 4's to wound. I've only got resilience of 2 as well, so it could easily kill. So no one left around him. Oh, there's one dead.
Yeah.
One dead, because he's only got resilience of 2 and he's got no one to take the protection. That's really irritating to lose a brood mother, but oh well, I did leave him a bit too exposed, to be fair. Oh well done, Rangers. And we're bringing a 3rd tunnel runner out. Look at that. I'm tempted. What am I going to shoot? Shoot these guys in the building, take more damage on them, or am I going to go for the heavy weapons teams? It's a tough one. I'm going to go for heavy weapons teams, I think. We'll do a firestorm order. We get it, but we don't get the dice back. So we are going to have 2 dice hitting on. Ooh, it's going to be 4s.
We're picking up cover from the edge of the building as well. Over half range.
Over half range, but no colour because I can see 1 of the 2. I can see 50% of the force. So
right.
5, so that's 1 hit. That one's a miss under there. And then Blasty 3, 2. AP 1.
And 4.
3, so 1, 2. Is that enough to take down a team?
They only have a resilience of 1, so the assault cannon.
But that's so yes, but there's 2 men in each assault, so that takes off 1 of the teams.
Right.
The assault cannon goes, or auto cannon, sorry, goes.
Auto cannon.
Right, I was about to bring his skyscrapers in, but he's realised he's got no command dice left, so he can't do a reserve order.
No pluses roll at all.
No pluses roll at all. So it's all over to me. Right, I have these 2 Nightcrawler teams and whatever's left in the tunnel. Not a huge amount they can all do. So first off, we're going to activate this little team here. They're just going to move into this building. Boom, 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 boom. And then they'll fire out onto these guys. So I'm going to get 6 dice. It'll be under half range. They've got a range of. Yeah, they've got 2 dice each. Yeah, they're not that bad. It's under half range, so actually they're going to be able to hit on 5s normally, but 4s because you're standing conveniently out there in the open, which is lovely. And it ranges at 18, so 9 inches half range. So, oh, that'll do. That will do very nicely. So 3, 4, 5. Defense for your Rangers is 4s, so no AP on his guns. 2. So 2 Rangers are dead, or takes one off the back.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. We just spread these out a little bit. We're going to take a speculative shot for them in range of the last of that Marauder there. So we get a cover, so -1. So 6 is to hit. Just 1 hit. And I think it's a 6 to damage it.
Yeah, 6 is.
Oh! That's pretty good. Oh, and anti-tank as well, isn't it?
Yes, well it is.
So another 1. No, not the other one. So just 1. So these nightmares are going to exit the vehicle. We're just checking the rules. So I think that they can engage the tank as they exit, but they don't get the charge bonus. But engaging in the rulebook allows you to have a free attack, so that's what we think we're going to do.
Yeah,
so
that's right, yeah.
They're going to have a bash at that. So I get 6 dice for the basic guys, and then the one with a heavy combat drill gets 2 extra dice at AP4, and he has anti-tank on the red
I
one.
thought they had 6 dice each, those guys.
No, 6 dice.
I thought you were rolling 14 dice.
I was very nervous then.
I was like 6 dice.
So 6 dice for the normal ones in black, and 2 dice for the heavy combat drill one in red.
What is
Hitting
it
on 3.
Oh dear.
Here we go. Right, there's some misses in there, unfortunately, but you know we'll take that on the chin. Okay, so we have anti-tank on the red ones.
So 5 or 6s.
And obviously they all have shredder anyway. So any 6s or 5s and 6s on the red ones.
Do you not need 6s anyway because it's of this armour?
Yeah, so what is your armour?
9.
9, and my anti-tank is AP is 3 on the black dice and 4 on the
Oh,
reds.
so it will be 5 and 6 on
So it's the same actually,
Yeah.
but they'll all explode if they hit.
Uh-oh.
Only 1, but it does go
3.
through. And let's see if we can do another one. No, we don't get the other one. So that's 1 attack in on them.
I think they should have taken some suppression before as well. For being hit by the tunnel runner.
Yeah, 1. You would have taken 1.
So it's 1
for
from
combat.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's not too bad. And we've got 3 damage on it, and it's got a total of 5 before he blows it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're getting there. Getting there. Could have done a bit more, but
Yeah,
not bad.
same.
The rest of them, the second lot going in. Right. So it's exactly the same again. So 3s to hit. Oh,
Thank goodness for that.
jeez. That's so annoying. Okay, so again, 5s and 6s on the red and 6s on the black.
Come on.
Oh,
phew.
no! That's terrible.
I think I do need to take it.
Oh, no. No. I'm going to keep my Broodmother and my last Nightcrawler unit inside the tunnel for now because they'll get destroyed if they come out at the moment. And there's not really any room. What I'm going to do now is reactivate these guys. They're going to do better than that, I think. So it's a level 2 auto. I'm going to try it on the last 2 command dice I have. We get it. We don't get any dice back. But they get another go at it. Come on. Here we go. Same again. Oh, I've got an extra red dice in there for some reason. Okay, here we go. Freeze to hit. Not much better. A little better. Let's see how we do now. So again, 5s and 6s on the red dice and 6s on the black dice, and any of those successes will get re-rolled anyway because we've only got 1, but it's a 6. We need 1 more to destroy this,
and it'll blow up.
Right, another 6 and we'll go for it. Come on. Ah! Oh! Oh, how annoying. Oh, I just wanted to take it off. I just want to destroy a tank. It's not much to ask. Right, so that's the end of the round. You can see that there's some rangers down here. We've got some Veermyn hiding out in the building. Got the tangle down here. A few more Veermyn lying on the floor over there. Some marauders and some striders there. Well, no real GCPS at all in the middle here. A massive combat going on, and then a whole bunch of GCPS and Gorons over this side. Let's come back for round 2. So start round 2. I managed to get 4 command dice back, which is pretty good. And Hal got 2 back, so he's hopeful he can bring his skyscrapers in now as well. So let's see how we go. It'll be you to go first, Hal.
Yeah. So the Lancer has reversed out of the melee, and it's going to shoot now. It's targeting this unit of.
Is he suppressed?
Nightmares. He's got another 3, so I think he probably is.
So
That's -1 to his shooting.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
So we'll be shooting on 5s, unfortunately, but it's under half range, so it's 4s.
Okay. So this is the laser rifle.
Laser rifles first. Oh, just 1.
1 hit. That's what we like.
And then he's also.
Nightmares have a defense of 5.
So there's no AP on a laser rifle.
There's no damage either.
And then he's got his main gun.
Oh, some hungry rats coming to get you. These guys are going to activate first and shoot them. Hitting on 4s because it's half range. So that's quite good. Oh.
It is good, that, thanks. Phew!
That's absolutely terrible. Never trust a rat with a gun.
We have moved the Strider up, and now we're going to shoot at this group of nightmares here.
Half range as well.
So, this is a heavy burst laser now, so 4 die, not 3 dice unfortunately. 3 dice, AP 2, hitting on 3s. 2.
Was freeze with the short range?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
AP 2.
Defense is 5. 1. They've got resilience of. Let me just check. Resilience of 2. So actually, they only take 1 wound, which is fine. So activating this middle tunnel runner, shooting at the GCPS guys in the building again. -1 for short range. Sorry, +1 for short range. -1 for cover, but that doesn't count because of blast weapons, and -1 for fortified. So the net effect is that I'm still shooting my normal stat line of 4 pluses. So 2 dice, 4s. 1 hit. It's blast D3, so 3. That's what we like to see, and AP 1. So
3's again then.
3's to wound or to kill. GCPS, just 2, but that's not bad. We're whittling them down to about almost half strength now, I think. And a couple more suppression, or 1 more suppression actually.
Okay, so I'm going to activate these Marines, regroup with them with their first shot action to remove a suppression, and then they're going to shoot down onto the. We'll take a chance and shoot the damaged tunnel runner.
Okay. Have you still got your grenade launcher and your flamer?
Yes. So we'll be firing.
So 3 normal guys.
Yeah. Fire on 3s because of range.
2 hits.
And
Defense is 6. Yeah. So wound, which is it's got a resilience of 3, so you need 1 more to do. But you've got your flamethrower and your.
We'll try the grenade launcher first. So it's on 3s.
Yeah, and it's a blast weapon, isn't it?
D3.
2.
It's not AP though, so 6s.
So 6s again. Not enough, and then the flamer hits on a 3. He gets a hit, but any
it's
AP?
2d3. It's AP1 with 2d3 blasting.
What? 2d3?
Oh, just
2.
2, sorry. And with AP1.
So 5s. Oh, it's enough, so he pops it. So it's reached its resilience, so it doesn't explode as such, it just destroys itself. Okay. Boom! There goes the tunnel runner.
There we go.
This tunnel runner from over there, and he's going to shoot onto this mortar, of course. So it's obviously extreme close up! But I will get the +1 bonus for being close range. So 2 dice hitting on 3s now. Still only 1, which is a bit annoying.
Consistently, these tunnel
Consistently annoying. So the defense is only 4, isn't it? So
yeah.
I think.
You blast
AP 1. Oh, blast! Yeah.
D3.
Blast D3. It's 2 dice of blast, and then AP 1. Still only 1. So 1 of the men on the mortar has been killed. And I don't know why, because I've given Hal these Gorons, who are amazing.
Yeah, they are.
So they're repositioning in the building. They're going to shoot out onto this tunnel runner, and because it's short range, they're hitting on 2s. 2s.
And there's 10.
And with bows, they've got AP 1. Bows.
So we're taking the 1s out.
There's a couple of 1s. Not enough ones.
So 5s.
5s to wound, yeah.
Come on. Come on, Orkies. With your bows. 1, 2, 3.
That's enough to blow it up. Another out, that's all I've done. And she's going to sit there for now. So Hal's going to shoot with these rangers back onto my completely and utterly ineffective rats in the building. So short range but cover.
Yep, so 4s. 2.
2. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise, but the sound in the background is a kettle. We're English, we're drinking tea.
What's these guys are AP1 because they're heavy laser rifles.
They're what? My defence is a mighty 4.
Okay, so 3s. Just 1.
Just 1 under there. So, well, that's 1 dead rat. They don't take the suppression for the building there because they gain unflinching for being.
And then we're going to, if you just don't mind, if you just move around the corner. So we're tucked in away.
Hiding around there. I see how it works. Swines. So activating the Rumbler weapon platform, I spent the first short action regrouping to take 1 of my suppression off, so now I'm no longer suppressed because my nerve's only 2. And we're going to shoot at this Marauder Raptor. 2 dice, it gets a cover bonus, so I normally hit on 4s, so I'm going to hit on 5s. Oh, it gets a hit, thankfully. No. So it's AP 6, so it's a 2 to wound, and this will be the last one to destroy it. He does destroy it. Finally. So this Marauder has moved around into the cover there, and he's going to shoot onto my Nightmare team. It's already taken a bit of suppression. It's under half range, so 1 dice hitting on 3s. Hits.
It's D3 plus 1 blast.
So it's 2. My defense is 5. Any AP?
AP 3.
Ouch! You were bemoaning this, saying he's only got 1 dice. Well, when it blows you apart like that, so he has definitely killed another one of these. And that puts 2 suppression on it as well. We are going to activate the Tunneler. And the tunneler is going to charge and ram
Let's use all its
the
movement.
tank.
3-point turn.
3-point turn, yeah, we'd have to, wouldn't it? They're going to ram the tank. So the tank can't make any reaction because it's already activated, unless you spend an order on it.
No.
Yeah, because it wouldn't do anything anyway.
No, I've only got one dice, I can't kill it.
Yeah, so I'm going to ram that and see what we can do. So I get 9 dice, 8 dice normally, on extra 1 for charging, hitting on 4s. Not bad, about half I think, just over.
Mine's 9.
And AP 4, so 5s.
Only one needed to kill it. The curse of the 2s and 1s again.
I am an unhappy man right now. Alright, Hal's going to try and reactivate his Gorons, so it's probably his best unit he's got in the whole game. 1 dice though. Level 2 order and he gets it! Look at that! He gets a dice back as well.
They're going to shoot down these here.
Blow these last nightmares up, I think you probably are.
10 dice. This might not be under half range anymore though.
No, it won't be, I think.
What's the range?
18 inches for a bow, I think. So, yeah, it's out. It's out! Haha, it has to roll normally. Only a mere 3 ups to hit.
3, 5 on 3s.
Oh! Beastly.
7.
Defense is 5.
AP
Oh,
1.
these bows would have AP, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they're alright.
Got explosive warheads on the arrows. Ah! I'll just take them off then, shall I?
Yeah, I think so.
I'll just take these models away. There you go, there you go. It's tidier now anyway, isn't it? It's getting a bit untidy though with all those suppression markers. Right, I'm going to activate these and they're going to charge into this building and destroy these GCPS guys. Now because you're in a building you do get a charge reaction, which is you can take away your activation.
Yeah, so I can fight back basically,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
So I'll take that off for you and I'll move these in.
You're moving closer to the Gorons in the other building.
Yeah, out of the out of shooting range anyway. So charge into building, I will be rolling my normal, 6 black dice and 2 red dice. I get -1 to fight because it's defensible, fortified building, sorry. So I'm hitting on 4s and Hal is rolling 5 dice, 1 for each man.
Also hitting on 4s.
Also hitting on 4s. He gets a +1 for being in defensible terrain and a -1 though because he's suppressed. So here we go, 4s for me and 4s for Hal. Mine aren't bad and Hal's aren't bad. So let's just take those out of there. There was another 2 that went rolling off somewhere else I think. I've got lots of AP, your defence is only 4, so basically I'm on 2s on all of mine.
Okay, I've got no AP.
Oh jeez. I killed 4.
Well, there's only 5 of them there anyway, so.
Yeah, so it didn't quite
All but flamethrower man.
Yep.
And what's your armour?
My defence is 5.
So I'm on 5s.
It does a wound, which doesn't do that much.
Adds a suppression to you at least.
It does. I hadn't realised that the general was in the building as well, so it's a dual combat then, so Hal is rolling for the general as well to fight.
So 3s?
2, so he gets a +1 for being defensible.
He's got no AP,
So 5's to wound. He does do enough to take off 1 of my guys, so it killed a nightmare.
He loses the combat, does he? So
This one has been randomly picked, yeah, and he still loses the combat. Yeah.
So the mortar is going to use its heavy firepower using the GCPS ordnance rule to re-roll this dice if it misses.
Onto these guys, right?
So yeah, indirect, so we're on 5s. I've got 2 chances at this. No, come on this time. Yes.
Get some.
And the mortar, first time it's hit, I'm not looked at its stats. Just 1 sec. It's D6. 5 hits.
Defense is 4.
And I'm not AP.
Just 1, but there's not much left of these guys now.
And it's suppressive 2.
Okay. Tangle moved it forwards and I did a regroup action to take 1 of its suppression off, so it's only got 1 on it now.
Okay, I am going to try and bring my skyscrapers in, so I need 2 or better. I'm rolling 1 dice.
No!
So they do not appear as yet.
I'm going to activate these guys. They're no longer grounded actually, because now the Tangler's moved nearby. They've got a nerve of 3, which is actually quite good. So I'm going to move them up here. And then I'm going to fire out onto that Marauder Raptor I can see out there. Because I've got a chemical weapon, so it's got blast on it. So let's see how that goes. I'm going to do a Firestorm order from the Tangle as well. Gets it. And let's see. So fires all of these because the red dice is for the Chem Thrower, which is a blast weapon, so it ignores the colour. And the black dice are for the ray gun, which is under half range, so therefore the cover negative effect is eliminated by the short range bonus. So all 5s to hit, re-rolling for Firestorm. We've got a hit with the Chem Thrower, that's the one I really wanted in. Now re-roll for the Firestorm on these, and that didn't make any difference. But the Chem Thrower is 2d3 blast. Oh, that's quite nice, so it's 5 total.
Could kill it.
And we are firing at AP2.
So it'll be 4s then.
2. Not quite enough to
no, so it's a 3. Yikes.
Yeah, so I needed 1 more to get it. Okay.
I need a 2 better.
So what are you doing?
I'm going to attempt with my general to reactivate my flame trooper, who's going to try and flame these guys in the building. It's a long shot, but I've got a dice, so 2 or better I need.
Oh no, when he gets a dice pack.
Yeah. So I get 1 dice.
Hit on freeze though, because it's a flamer. Ah!
And it's 2d3. AP1.
Okay. No! 6 dice.
AP1.
So defense is normally 5s down to 4s. Oh, this will be really irritating.
Come on, Flamer Man, for justice!
Ah, come on!
1, 2, 3. Kill them all.
Well, 4 points. Yeah, so that takes them off because it's a resilience of 2 each. Oh. It's the face of a man who's slightly frustrated now. Right, we're going to move these guys into... What's the defense of the Raptor?
6.
Right. So I'll move these guys into here, into this building. And they will shoot out onto the Raptor. And we'll put a Firestorm order on it for the lack of anything else to do. So that's used up all the Tangle's dice. 10 dice from those night crawlers, hitting on 5s normally, 6s for colour. 6s then, isn't it? Because they're outside the distance. So. Oh, hang on. Oh, I didn't. So I missed with every single dice, and actually we were rechecking. I'm actually only 5s to hit, but that was still irrelevant because I missed with all of them. Luckily, I have a Firestorm order, so 5s.
Oh, I forgot about the Firestorm.
5s to hit. That's why I wasn't crying at that point. I'll cry at this point when I still don't do any. 3, which is not great, but you know you can't have everything in life, can you? You know. So 6 is to destroy. I need one more. Oh, dropped dice. Sorry. 1 more to destroy the Marauder Raptor. Yes. Yes. Destroy.
So this is to refresh the mortar with the dice that I got back from the Flame Trooper. No.
No, you pushed it too far.
I did.
Right, I actually am going to try to refresh as well because I've got 4 command dice left. So I hadn't even thought about. I'm going to refresh my tunneler because if I
it's going to back up slightly and revert back into him again.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I can just disengage for 3. So I'm going to try 2 dice. It's a level 2 order, of course. To refresh, gets it and gets 1 of them back. And we can disengage for 3. So I'm not going there. I'm going to go and smack into the Strider. Try and smash him apart.
You drive across the wall.
Why not?
Just checking.
Well, I can drive around it. There you go.
Okay.
We think that's okay. We don't really know. Either way, I want to destroy a Strider.
I think you probably will.
So here we go. He doesn't get to fight back because it's already activated. I am hitting on 4s with 9 dice. That's 8 base plus the 1 for charging. That's what we like to do, unlike when we attack blooming tanks. Right, I am going to have AP 4, and the defense of a Strider is a mighty 7, so 3s to destroy. Resilience is about 3, I think, isn't it? Oh, still misses with a bunch, but 4, which I think is enough for a Strider.
This is a 4, yeah.
So bye bye, Strider Man. Goodbye. And a consolidation move, well, I'll just face in a different direction. Where's your army gone on this side of the map, eh?
Dead.
Yeah. We were just checking the Strider couldn't fight me back, but he could, but because he hasn't got enough AP, wouldn't do damage. So start of round 3, I've got 3 command dice, didn't get any back. Hal did get 1 back, but that leaves him with just 1 command dice. So yeah, that's not ideal for Hal. This is a state of play, obviously there's a bit of wreckage left. Not a lot of vehicles left, I've got a few things over here, a bit damaged to be honest. 1 tank heavily damaged, a general hiding out in there. And Hal's really only got his Gorons left and some Rangers down here. But I don't have much else on this side of the table either, so let's see how we get along. I've only got 1 very fragile looking Broodmother there actually, which is...
I go first now.
You do.
I'm going to run her over.
What?
With my tank.
Run her over with the tank. Okay, let's go, Rick.
Okay, so let's get straight on with that then. So I can move up to 9, so she's 8 away, so... Crunch.
Hover tank of doom. Okay, so go for it.
So my ram is 6.
6! Ramming's good, that's what I've been doing all day.
I should ram your thing, shouldn't I? I've got AP3 on it. I might actually hurt that.
Should have done, yeah, you could have hurt it.
Oh well, too late now. Let's kill your Broodmother.
Right, yeah, 6 plus 1 for charging.
What I'll do, before I do that, I'll regroup to knock 1 off.
Yep.
Plus 1 for charging, 7. Haha. On falls.
All ones.
It's just 2.
That's not bad.
AP3.
There's 2 to wound, unfortunately. Yes! I'm alive!
Unbelievable.
Right, I did 1 wound, but I've got resilience of 2, so she is still alive. She may be making a swift exit. Right, this Tunlow is just going to try and take out your general. Does your general get protection?
Yes.
Oh. That's annoying.
Yes, protection.
That's annoying, but I got blast. So you've only got 1 guy you can put it on. You're going to do 2 extras another. I'm going to shoot your general.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot your general because it's going to be 2 dice hitting on 3s because I'm so close. They blast D3 each. You can only put 1 wound onto him to wipe out the team and 1 wound onto that to wipe out that team. So if I do 4 wounds...
I don't think I can put 1 wound onto the heavy weapons squad because it says regular infantry.
Ah,
no, sorry, they are.
They are regular infantry, yeah. And you got resilience of 2, I guess?
Yes.
Yeah, well, it's a long shot, but we'll try. Well, it would help if I could hit.
You've got blast, so.
But it's only blast D3. Oh, it's 3. I'd still need to do 4 to kill. AP1, defensive is
5.
It's a force to kill the general. 1, 2. So 2 wounds on the general. He takes 1 himself, and then he can put 1 onto somebody
I'll put 1 on the
else.
heavy weapons squad. Yeah.
So wipes out the heavy weapon squad and puts 1 onto him, and he takes 1 suppression. And then I'm going to move this guy just to be over here.
Right. Trying to drop my reserves again. Oh, for goodness sake.
Because you wasted all your command dice for no reason.
They were all had a reason. Oh, wasted.
This Broodmother's just disengaged because there's not much else she can really do, so she's running away. But she should have a suppression for taking damage in combat. Okay, what are you doing, Hal?
Flamethrower guy is going to regroup and flame this.
Ah!
Oh, will he have to turn around? Or can they face anywhere?
They can face any direction.
Okay, we'll do that then.
Is he in range though?
I'm sure it is.
He's not the flamethrower guy, he's left the wrong one.
Oh, well.
He's in range. He's in range. He's flamethrower guy, yeah. 3 to hit.
Yep.
Hits.
GD3. 4.
4.
And AP1.
So defense is 6 on a tunnel runner. Oh, you're kidding.
2.
Destroyed it. Oh no, resilience is 3, yeah. So, whew, just about alive.
Oh no.
Charge! Finally, we can destroy this thing. Hopefully, he says. Maybe
You
once
definitely
in a
do this
blue moon. 9 dice. 6, 7, 8, 9. Hitting on 4s. Oh, for God's sake.
You can only hit with 4 again.
Okay. Wounding on 5s, wasn't it?
Yeah, 5s. 9, yeah, maybe 4.
Oh, finally. 1, 2. Right, that one technically explodes. Doesn't do any more damage. Okay. Right. Boom. I'm just rolling for the exploding tank because it exceeded its resilience. It only had an area effect of 1 inch, so it didn't touch the broodmother. And despite how rolling lots, 6 plus the resilience, it would have been 11. It's only AP1, so AP1 won't do anything to my tunneler. So its net effect of exploding is 0. So Howard's just repositioned his Gorons inside the building, and they're going to fire out onto the already damaged tunnel runner at the back there. So he's going to have 10 dice. It's at the limit of their range, so they're only hitting on the standard 3s.
No problem. I'll have to go back in a moment.
3s to hit. Not that many, but 2 actually. Jeez, that's rubbish. Oh no, sorry, 3s, isn't it?
Yeah, 3s.
More than that, yeah, sorry. But still, not great.
AP1.
So 5s to win. Just a single one will destroy it. Yep, blown it up. I'm just going to move this guy up. He's going to double into here. He can potentially get some shooting out. Then at some point next turn. Howard's just regrouped his suppression off the general, that's all. But otherwise, the rest of it's mine. So these guys can't hop from one building to another, but they're going to move out into the street so that they can then go in on the next turn. In fact, they're going to do that, and then I'm going to reactivate with my Tangles thing. So I'll try 2 dice on it. Yep, so I get that. So then they are going to move into this building and capture that objective there. So last things for that round, I just rallied this guy, take off his last 2 things, rallied these guys, take off theirs, move the Tangled up 1 and then regroup to take its last suppression off, and that's pretty much it. The only other thing I could do is, I might reactivate the Brood Mother actually. Yeah, we're going to reactivate the Brood Mother because it looks a bit exposed there, so let's see what she can do. She does reactivate, it's a level 2 order, got that, and 1 dice back and 1 dice gone. And she is just going to move further away into this wood where the Marauder was destroyed before.
Double into the wood.
So start around 4, this is state of play. Some Rangers down here, still doing okay, holding objectives. There's one lonely Veermyn in there. These Veermyn are holding this building. The Tangle is hiding out here. Some more Veermyn at the back. A little Rumbler platform and Broodmother in there, and obviously my big beastie up here in the street. But he can't do a lot now because he's in close combat, so he really isn't going to do much more. I didn't get any command dice back that turn, so I've just got 2 normal ones and 2 on my Tangle. Hal's got General hiding out in there. He's got another General wounded over there, and 1 guy left of that squad, and then he's got his Gorons in the building here.
Oh,
so,
on my Airborne Rangers.
Oh yeah, we saw the Rangers before, so they're on that. Yeah, on that objective. And he got 1 command dice left.
I'm just literally going to try and bring my skyscrapers in.
Okay, here
Can
he
we do
goes.
it this time? Come on.
Come on.
Come on, please.
He gets them! And he
yay.
gets the dice back as well. So then finally, oh, I've forgotten as well. I've still got a team of Nightcrawlers inside this tunneler, which I've also forgotten to bring in. Oh, what the?
They're going to come in over here.
He's bringing them here!
To kill your broodmother.
That's not on. I didn't vote for that. So, okay, right, here they come. They have landed. They can come in here because they don't have an officer in them, but they can. Oh, they do actually. They have a level 1 leader, but he can't do the order, so they have to come in 12 inches on the edge. Just pointing out these jump packs on these guys. These are normal Mantic Marauders, but with Cromlech jump packs that I've put on to sort of give it more variety. Otherwise, there's obviously only the 1 standard Marauder, which you can see there, skyscraper. So I don't want a whole team of the same pose, so try a few different ones. Right, I guess they're going to shoot him, are they?
Yeah.
Thought as much. Okay.
I think they got 5 dice. I'm not sure. I don't even know what their list is called.
It's not the best. 4s or 5s.
5. It's on the half range, though, so 3. Cover. 4.
It's 4s.
Yeah, 4s.
Their melee is 3 now. I didn't change that in the stat.
How is it? So 4s, cover, 5s, but close, 4s.
4s again. Broodmother has already taken 1 wound. She's only got 1 left. Oh, one hit. Defense is 5. Any AP on it? No. Ah!
Yes.
She's dead. Oh. Protection. But she's too far away. Ah. Dead brood mother. Target acquired. Right, so these guys here are going to fire out onto them. I'm going to put a Firestorm order on front of Tangle. So here goes a Firestorm. Yes, we've got a Firestorm. It's one of her Tangle things gone. So we've got one normal guy and then we've got one with a Chem Thrower. Chem Thrower in red, normal guy in black. So short range, Chem Thrower ignores the cover. Oh, actually they all ignore the cover, not really in the cover, are they? So... You want the cover for that? Yeah, okay, we can only see half of it. So the 2 normal guys on the black dice will hit on 5s normally, short range and cover, so stays at 5s. And for the red dice, because a blast weapon actually goes down to 4s, and we are re-rolling misses. So hit with 2 of them at the moment, re-rolling, no. So that's that.
There's only 4, unfortunately.
Well, 2d3 for the blast from the Chem Thrower. So that's 4. And there's 2 AP on that. So let's do those first. So the AP for those, what's the defense?
4.
So 2's to wound. 3 dead. Oh, this is the way to do it. And then 1 normal hit from a ray gun with no AP difference. So it takes another one out.
Oh, crumbs.
There's only one left, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, good shooting, boys. One
I'm
out.
going to try and reactivate him with my last command dice. Nope.
Nope. They might be finished now. Actually, what we'll do is we'll shoot them with the this guy. He can't do much else from there, so he's going to shoot. Yeah, does ones matter? I'm going to Firestorm him as well for the sake of it. Yeah, that's it. So that's the Tangle's command dice for the turn gone. I get 2 dice hitting on 4s, but short range 3s.
But 1 you'll hit yourself.
Yes, 1s I will hit myself because I'm experimental. Oh, only 1s! Oh! Firestorm order doesn't count for that.
It does for that.
It does for that. So Firestorm order, yep, gets a hit with a Firestorm order. And it's AP lots, so anything but a 1, so last guy's dead.
Yep.
But the 1 hit on myself is AP lots. My defense is 6, but it's AP 6, so basically anything but a 1. Yeah, okay, so I do 1 point of damage on myself as well. I've got 3 resilience.
Oh, most valuable player, Flamethrower Man, has just moved up.
He just doubled there. So whilst he would have been suppressed, obviously, by being starting his turn by the general, he gets an extra point of nerve. So he's okay, but he's suppressed now. What are we going to do? Tunnel of Death! The Tunnel of his charge, that guy who strangely decided to go over and so extra dice. For charging, lots and lots. 4s to hit.
4 his defense is 4,
normally,
so 2s.
yeah, so we 2s to wound. He's dead. Squashed him. Not a lot else going on there, and to be honest, not a lot else going on anywhere, I think, at this point in the game. So,
I'm just going to move my Gorons out of that building now to contest that objective A.
okay.
Now the tunnel's moved. I didn't want the tunnel to run them over.
No, that's fine.
So that's why I moved him first, a sacrificial pawn. So they'll just move out, contest that objective, and then they're going to try and shoot up this way. So they move 5.
Okay.
So here, let's just see if they've got enough range. 16.
Not
Probably
quite, not quite. So they move out and contest the objective. So this guy's going to activate and just shoot his 2 dice down onto those Gorons who've just moved out. So 5 to hit. Oh, he gets 2 hits. What's the defense on the Gorons?
3.
3? Right, just 1, but that's useful to know they've got a defense of 3. It won't make any difference, but we're going to fire our 10 dice from these 5 guys onto the Gorons who are now in the open. Hitting on 5s though, so unlikely to do anything serious. Yep, not too bad really, but not enough to destroy them. But it is 3s to wound, to damage, sorry. So 2 more dead, but obviously not going to change the effect on the unit. Some more suppression on them, so they are also suppressed, but again, it's not going to change their effect. So that's the end of the game. You can see the Rangers have objective D. This guy is still alive in the building but not holding anything. These are holding objective C and the carcass of the Strider, which will be important in a moment. These guys in here aren't doing anything particularly. This is here on the objective, and there's a Marauder Raptor near there as well. You can see the tunneler over the back there.
The Marauder Raptor died, I think.
Yeah, one was here and one was here, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And the tunnel is over there. There's a general still hiding out in that building, and there's another general over the far side. And that is it. Not a lot left. More Veermyn stuff left on the board, but let's see how the points work out. Okay, so that's the end of the game. So we probably made a whole bunch of rules. It didn't feel as fluid as because we haven't played it for a while, but it's getting back in the swing of it. We need to try again. But I think we both enjoyed it.
And I think it was quite swingy. Like, I seemed to control the early part of it. But then
well, yeah, you're in the middle point. You thought you actually smashed, didn't you? And then you came back into it. I lost a lot of my tunnel runners, and then obviously at the end you didn't have much left at all.
No.
But I didn't have a lot left either. So the final score was a victory for the Veermyn.
Yeah, it's good. It's quite close.
For the win.
I think your objectives saw you through at the end.
Yeah. So the final score was 17-12. A bit more in the kills points for me for two reasons. One, I killed a few more things, obviously, and also a lot of my stuff was expendable. So most of the night crawlers don't really count for much. So, but there's only 1 point in it actually for the
kills.
For the kills, nearly 2 points, but only 1 point in it. The other major things I scored for, I got a couple of objectives on the board, which were worth 2 points each.
Yep.
But you scored a really good one, didn't you?
And my Rangers sat on the triple objective points pretty much the whole game, which was quite good.
Yeah. If I hadn't fluffed that shoot at them.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, suddenly I had a panic attack when that happened. And that's why I skipped him around the corner quick.
The other objectives, I had total annihilation, so because I killed more points, I got some 3 victory points for that. And what was the other one I got? Oh yeah, loot the wreckage. So because there was a little bunch of destroyed Raptors and a Strider, I could claim all 3 of those. They're only worth 1 point each, but I was sitting on all of them. So that was quite good. Obviously I didn't gain the 1 though for the tank because it's a bit too far away.
I couldn't do much about that tunneler unfortunately in the end. Yeah,
so you had a bit of armour piercing that could have done something with it, but obviously not really enough, particularly once the tank went, you had nothing else left. And the tank, it's only got 1 dice, so it's not pretty hard to take out something when you're only rolling 1 dice each turn. That's interesting, isn't it? Because the tunneler, I didn't think the tunneler would do anything other than just 1 big hit when it appeared, but because it was zooming around and smashing stuff, it did quite a lot actually
it was good,
in the game.
Killed the Strider as well, didn't it?
It did, yeah, smashed the Strider off the table, absolutely, battered it. They're really good, they're a big point sink for the Veermyn, there are a lot of points, and it really does only one thing, got no ranged attack at all. If I had more points, I was going to bring some of the shootier options as well, and the smaller ones.
I think let the tunnel runners right behind it, that's really good.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, it got basically more than half my army appeared in one thing. The only downside to that was that until it appeared, there was very little I had on the board, and that meant I lost a broodmother pretty much quite early on by having only 1 unit of night crawlers near it. So that was probably a mistake on my part to not have more protected by that. But then having said that, having a bit more on one side, the tangle, activating all that, kept them in the game, and they ended up winning the game probably.
I think I made a mistake at the end as well, when Corporal Flamey, who sacrificed himself, if he'd have stood away from the objective, baited that tunneler to run him over, which he probably would have done, then my Gorons would have been able to jump on that another triple point objective, which might have...
It would actually have won the game.
Now that's a lot of what ifs going on there. Andy has to decide that he wants to run over Corporal Flamey.
But there's no way I would not have taken that easy kill on that guy who wiped out a whole nightmare.
He did on his own.
On his own. Yeah. I would have taken that bait, hook, line, and sinker. Yeah. Absolutely.
But unfortunately, I didn't see it when the game was going on. Only afterwards. Never mind. These things happen.
Yeah. Cool. Well, so I hope you've enjoyed it. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and check us out on the Way to Fire Facebook page, the Way to Fire blog, which is new now, and and the Way to Fire podcast. So thank you very much, and take care, guys.
Take care. Bye.